Yeah, baby.
Well, why?
Yes. Because they got it not inducted.
Nominated.
They're nominated.
Nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
We're supposed to get Lou on anyways. You said you're going to get Lou on.
Yeah, I will.
So, yeah.
But this was the song that when I was a kid, I think it was like 7th or 8th grade, and I had those knockoff parachute pants. And I remember doing a slow dance with a girl. She had asked me. She was older. She was like 8th grade or something. And I popped the boner. And I couldn't hide it, Matt. I couldn't. And I had shitty parachute pants, so everything was like visible. You know what I mean? It's like I had a little stick in my pocket. It was so bad.
What was her name? Do you remember?
I don't remember. I just remember she was a little older, and I was mortified. I couldn't control it.
Did she know you had? Did she know?
Sure in hell hope so.
Well, you never know.
You never know. But this, I think for many years, rock critics saw them as what they referred to as corporate rock, which I guess I never really understood what that meant, but more like it was like manufactured.
Not corporate rock, more like, yes, I guess it's arena rock, meaning like Journey, Styx, Kansas,
but
Foreigner.
See, Journey, now I watched because you recommended it, and I would recommend it to anybody, the behind the scenes of We Are the World.
Oh, that was great.
I got to tell you, you know what I loved about it was seeing them as human beings. We put, seeing Bob Dylan uncomfortable and not knowing what to do and being like, honest to God, looking a little bit lost, and having Quincy Jones come over and like be a psychologist, and then have what's his name mimic him. Stevie Wonder mimic him, like go, this is how, and sing it in his voice as Bob Dylan, and then Bob does it, and the way they put it all together, I mean, as a song itself, kind of a shitty song when you think about it.
Well, yeah.
The song, it's like, we're saving our own lives.
Right.
Are we really?
But
it was a huge hit.
They don't know how much, Dylan didn't know how much they appreciated him being there. You know what I mean?
Because everybody because he's iconic. He was iconic at that point. But you realize that you are who you are. And every insecurity you had from little that you carried through to an adulthood that maybe you found ways to quell, pop up every once in a while. And it seemed to pop up for that guy.
Well, he was in a room with totally different artists.
Right. But when you mentioned Steve Perry, I mean, there were people in that room going, Steve Perry is unbelievable as a singer.
Yeah.
You know who seemed pretty cool was Huey Lewis.
And just to think that was supposed to be Prince's verse.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, he replaced Vince. He replaced Prince. They said it right.
Oh, I might have dozed. I was laying down.
Yeah, Prince. Did you see where they brought Sheila E. in?
Yes.
And they brought Sheila E. in. She thinks they brought him in because she was the one that could get Prince there.
Yeah.
Well, what happened was when Prince wasn't going to come, they asked Huey Lewis to do the verse.
Yeah.
So
Huey was.
How can you imagine the song without Huey Lewis?
No, but how about Cyndi Lauper's all her bracelets and shit are banging around? They keep going, what is that noise in the mic? What is that noise? And it's all her bracelets and shit. But it's a great documentary, and I thought it really kind of stripped down. But other people were talking how good Steve Perry was as a singer. But I was just thinking Al Jarreau was all drunk.
Al Jarreau's hammered.
I mean, he hammered, and it was he's like all over the place. They have to like calm him down. And Lionel Richie, who superstar, but in this role was kind of like a manager. Right. He's hiding wine bottles so guys can't get, Al Jarreau isn't getting drunk anymore. We got to sing. And what did it take him till 6 o'clock in the morning?
Yes. Yeah. It was right after the awards. Was it right after the Grammy Awards?
Yeah. American Music Awards.
Because
he hosted.
Lionel Richie did.
Yeah.
And he took home everything that night.
Yeah. Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember.
And then when he went home.
Was that the dancing on the ceiling walking?
That was
Hello.
It was called Can't Slow Down.
Was the name of the album?
Mm-hmm.
Did that have Hello on it and all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it was like 84 or something.
And Waylon Jennings walking out was my favorite.
He walked out?
Waylon Jennings walked out, yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that part.
Yeah.
Wait, he get pissed off and left?
No, he just didn't. He thought it was bullshit and a waste of time.
Okay.
All right.
It only went on. Now, what I didn't realize was they played it at the same time around the world. when they actually produced the record. I didn't realize that they had done that.
Yeah.
Same time around the world. But so there you go. And now Lou Gramm and Farner, not part of that, but heading possibly into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like, I'll read off a couple on the list that I think will get in. I think Mariah Carey gets in. I think she gets in. I think she's an iconic. I know it's rock and roll,
No,
but I think
I'm
gets
not
in.
against the rock. I think anybody should get in, but yeah, I guess so.
Peter Frampton.
Peter Frampton should get in.
I think so. I think Sinead may get in because she's dead.
Sinead O'Connor?
Yeah.
I don't think she should be in.
I don't either.
No,
I think you can tell the story of rock and roll without her.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Cher. I bet you Cher gets in because she spanned so many decades.
Right. She's iconic.
She is iconic. I'm actually surprised, and she may be in already. Kool and the Gang will get in.
And they should.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you what. Kool and the Gang, I'll never forget when Van Halen.
It's that fucking shitty song at every wedding, though.
Yeah,
Brick House. Do you know how hard,
House
how hard was that to write? How
House-
fucking hard was nothing?
No, Celebration was there. It was Celebration.
Oh, was that their other
Brick
one?
House? No, Brick House. Brick House, the Commodores.
Oh, Brick House is the Commodores. Yeah.
So, but when Van Halen went on tour with David Lee Roth, they had Kool and the Gang open up for him, and everybody was like, "It doesn't make any sense." Everybody knew every song they did. So by the time Van Halen came on, that crowd was freaking out of its mind.
That was smart.
That was. I think
was
so.
very
yeah,
smart.
so I'm opening up for Kid Rock too. They put Kool and the Gang up
For Kid Rock?
Yeah.
Did not know.
Yes. And again, the same thing. Everybody knows Kool and the Gang's music, so it pumps up the crowd. It's genius.
This is genius. I didn't know much about Kid Rock. Did he come from somewhat of a privileged background?
His father was a salesperson at a Detroit dealership.
Okay, I thought they didn't own dealerships. I thought that's what I had heard. I didn't know that.
Think so.
Recently, I saw that. I didn't know that.
I don't think so.
True. Yeah, I don't know. Today is. I only bring this up because you sent me a text.
I did send you.
You sent me a text. It's National Poop Day.
Yeah,
and it's National Poop Day because it's the day after the Super Bowl. Everybody ate so much shit, and you have Valentine's Day coming up in a couple of days, and so you want to get it all out of your system. There's sometimes that'll be. But then Mark sends me a text. Did he tell you this?
No.
All right. Mark, can I read the text? Should I read the text that you sent me?
I don't care.
All right. Mark sends me a text. Let's see. This has been the worst Monday ever. Oh, we can talk about me shitting my pants and not realizing it until I got to school.
Yes.
How did you shit
I have no idea. I have no idea
sure you shit
how
your
this
pants?
happened.
You didn't sit in something outside?
No, it was totally had to be. I was leaving my house. So I went from one job and I go home and I go to the other job. And I went home. I took a dump and everything was fine. And all of a sudden all of a sudden I'm in my room. I'm going, something really smells really bad. So I'm like, so I'm driving in the car. So I get in. I thought it was because I took a dump, right? So I get into school and it's like, all of a sudden I'm like, that smell's still here. So I go in the bathroom and fucking there's like shit all like in the What? You didn't have to live it.
Did you go home?
Yes, I went home.
Did you shower?
Yes.
This is not the first time.
No, but I didn't shit. But I didn't like shit. I didn't know I shit. I didn't know I did. So I don't know if it was
How
from.
the hell did you not know you shit yourself?
That's a good question.
Did you not wipe your ass?
No, I just think that.
It just snuck out?
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Did you think you maybe farted and more came out?
It might have happened, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I did not feel...
Now, I will admit to some things that as I've gotten... Since I've been alone, since I haven't been... I'm still legally married, but I'm legally separated. And it was insurance purposes at one point, and now I should follow through with stuff. But I haven't yet. And... But in those 5 years, I've had some moments that I never had before. And I don't know if it was getting older or not, but I will put coconut oil in my coffee, and that, like, greases the wheels. I went for a run about a week ago, and I came back, and I am squeezing. Oh, yeah. I got into the bathroom. I shit on the floor. Like, I didn't get to the toilet. I pulled down and it just, out. It's like... And I go, that's like the most embarrassing thing. But I haven't shit my pants yet. And you didn't really, well, I guess you did.
I don't know, but I don't. I don't like if you shit your pants. You know if you shit your pants. So I'm not sure.
What do you mean this isn't the first time?
Oh, there's been many times.
That you've shit your pants? Do you get drunk?
feel-
Does he drunk?
No,
No, he does it sober too.
Sober.
it's sober. Well, the one time when my ex girlfriend Julie, the country singer,
Yeah.
tried to murder me. She gave me 2 Seroquels. You know, I probably told this story on here already.
What is a Seroquel?
Seroquel is it's like a bipolar type of medicine. It's like to calm you down. It's like to keep you from going crazy.
Okay.
Well, it comes in 200 milligrams, and so you cut them up and you only take like a cup.
So is this why though? Maybe because of the medication?
No, it has nothing to do with medication.
Shitting doesn't?
No.
No. Sometimes it wreaks havoc on people's systems. I don't know.
Anyways, making a long story short, she gave me 400 grams. She gave me 2 Seroquels, and they were 200 milligrams each. She told me she was giving me Tylenol. Well, I shit all over her bathroom. I don't even remember that.
I still don't know how you didn't know.
I don't know either.
What?
Man,
You shit yourself today.
You drove to school.
Right, because he usually
Did you leave a stain on the seat?
Because he would tell me, he's
No.
like, I'm turning around, I shit myself. I had to turn around and go
No,
home.
it was
he didn't know
only
it today.
in the back. It was only
In the underwear.
no. It was in the back of my freaking jeans.
Ah! Now, I've had a guy.
So I don't know what happened.
Wait, the underwear and the jeans?
No, the jeans.
How the fuck did you not shit your underwear?
Wait, yeah. You didn't hit the underwear?
Did you miss the toilet and you didn't realize
No, because that was the first thing I did. Before I came here, I went home.
Makes no sense.
It makes no. That's why I'm telling you, it makes no fucking sense.
This defies the laws of gravity and physics.
I want to know what happened myself. Unless I got up.
You must
and
have
it
got
fell
out and
into
it
the-
fell
fell
out.
into the jeans?
And so but on the backside of the jeans, and then I don't know. You're an animal. You're an animal. You're an absolute
whatever.
fucking animal. 46% of Americans, according to this, will not poop around other people unless it's an emergency.
I will only go into Whiteman's, for example. They
Yeah.
have the one bathroom there.
Yeah.
You can go in by yourself. You don't have to go with anybody else. I will. That's the only place I'll do it in. Even at work, they have one of those, and I will not go. I don't want to go in the bathroom and sit next to someone and hear them fucking shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care. I got rid of that.
If I got a shit, I got a shit.
I didn't care. I figure I'm going to leave it worse than I found it. So that's that's my motto.
I don't know. I found some pretty bad ones.
Well, dude, you own a place,
Yeah, oh.
right? You run it. You got
Didn't something just happen?
Do people ever do upper?
Oh, yeah. I think somebody shit.
Somebody
And
shit.
smeared it on the stall.
What?
I think a couple Sundays ago, right?
No, it was somebody.
Yay!
It was somebody in the. It was some old person, I guess.
Oh,
Somebody smeared some shit all over the wall one day.
Yeah.
63% of people say they've hold off on pooping around a date or a significant other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not anymore, but
No.
yeah.
Yeah. I've done it where I wouldn't like fart, and then I've gone
I
into
kicked
the
a
bathroom
girl out at my house one time for farting.
for farting.
Yeah, what a pig! You don't fart in front of a guy when you first start dating him.
That's when you know she's comfortable with you.
Forget that.
That's
man.
how you gotta know
That's
she's
why
comfortable.
That's why she was never around again.
That's comfort. I had when I was like 19 or 20 in college, a chick climbed on the back of a couch, hung her ass over my head, and farted. And she was attractive until that moment.
Right? See,
Until that moment,
Yes.
ruined it.
It ruined everything.
Ruined it.
I can't believe you actually fart.
She
Let me guess, you take shits too?
I know, but to do that, like at this party, she climbed up purposely over my head and ripped it.
It's kind of funny.
my brothers, me and my brother.
It is.
Maybe back in the day, I would have been like, what the fuck?
I-
Now I'd be
I-
like, that's pretty funny.
I had my brother's girlfriend, and now his wife, so paranoid when we lived together.
Why?
Because I said women weren't supposed to fart or take dumps or anything like that, or take shits or anything like that. So she would go to the neighbor's house.
What?
A true story.
Why?
Because of me.
Who takes you that seriously?
Well, somebody does.
She doesn't anymore.
Most people.
This is when they
gotta
first.
know.
This is when they first started it. This was like a
Yeah.
new relationship. So
No, well, that's always the worst. And I don't.
And then you got-
I was married. I don't remember hearing a whole lot of that stuff going on from my wife at the time. No. Everything was, it was private time.
Yeah.
Disappeared. That was it.
That's it.
Yeah. With the boys, though, goddamn. I mean, everything was fart joke, farting, pulling their fingers, doing their. I mean, they didn't give a shit. These guys, they were animals. They are animals. Young boys are animals. When they're learning.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When they're going to the bathroom, and if one opens the door while one's in there, they turn and they're still peeing, and it's a mess. They're like a sprinkler. It's all over the place. It's absolute.
Well, happy National Poop Day, everybody.
Yeah, National Poop Day.
Yeah.
And you did it.
I celebrated.
I don't get it.
If I knew it myself, I didn't understand it.
So you had to change an entire outfit.
I changed an entire shower,
and get back to work.
Yes, and I did it right before things started.
I was recently at a bar where a guy announced that he shit himself, and then he sat on this bar stool for 45 minutes, and then he got up and he walked to the door. And
the shit was coming out?
No, and he bent over and looks at me and another guy and goes, "How bad is it?" And it was like a giant stain through the back of his jeans. And the two of us couldn't stop laughing. And there was a girl who was working, and this bar's was very close to the entrance, the actual bar, the end of the bar. And she's behind typing something on the screen, and all of a sudden she goes, "Oh, my God!" Like it just came wafting in.
But he sat for 45 minutes?
Yeah, he sat 45 minutes in this. Yeah, just sat there. I could not believe what was happening. I go, what is it? It made me feel better about myself.
Right?
You know what I mean? It made me, this is a terrible conversation for people. I apologize. But it made me feel better about myself. I just knew that. I go, well, I'm not that bad. No matter how bad it goes, I'm not that bad.
I haven't done it in a while, so.
No, well, you did today. But you did it on the right day, National Poop Day. There's the thing. I'm having worked in bars. You probably know every hangover cure there is, or alleged hangover cure.
Yeah, alleged hangover. Yeah.
So there's something now that's coming out called the hangover shot. The safety shot is the latest in the slew of products that'll accelerate the breakdown of alcohol and replenish essential nutrients.
Another thing we invented. It's
to help the body recover. This is what it's called. It's called the safety shot. And somebody, I guess it launched in the U.S. before Christmas. I saw nothing on this.
Any alcohol is a safety shot. Any shot you do, that's what the hair of the
is there
dog
alcohol
is.
in that, though?
No, this is supposed to break down the alcohol in your blood system. So some woman tried it and did say that her BAC dropped, and she didn't have a hangover the next day.
Huh.
But I never heard of it, and I didn't know if you guys did. The big difference, according to the CEO, Brian John, he's the Safety Shot CEO, the big difference is that there's nothing in the world that lowers your blood alcohol content like our patented beverage. Supposedly it does. And
that's all horse shit.
You always see it, You always see people say that they have products at work. I don't know if I've never tried one.
I break open a can of, this woman says it was orange flavored. She goes... And I drank it. She said, but it felt like it was sucking all the moisture out of my tongue when I drank it. And she said, I started taking breathalyzer readings every 20 minutes, and it kept dropping.
That's impossible.
You think so?
That's like saying that coffee helps, and coffee.
That's like saying that you shit on the outside of your pants and there's nothing on the inside of your. That's exactly what that is like. It's none on your underwear at all.
Right.
I don't know. That seems like a bizarre thing to me.
It's like the coffee.
Is there a cure for a hangover? I don't believe there is. Other than what, Pedialyte, something?
Yeah, like Gatorade water.
Yeah.
And
then another shot.
Yeah, and another shot or another beer.
Alcohol in your system.
Yeah.
And make you feel better.
Yeah.
It's just, you got to get past the thinking of it. That's all.
Okay.
If you do a shot, you feel better.
But that's all bullshit.
That's why I'm bringing it up to you guys, because
don't you agree?
There's been times where we've been so drunk and hungover, though, that we drink a beer and we're like, it's not helping. So it's possible that some things do work.
I don't know.
I don't know if they do or they don't.
That's the whole BAC coming down. That's where it's bullshit.
Well, you're right, because people say you drink coffee and water.
Right. The BAC doesn't go down.
Well, how can it? It's just got to burn off.
Right. And the funny thing is I learned in my when I had to get my license back for the DWI class you have to take.
Yeah.
I didn't know this, but when worked in the mornings on Weezy's show, for example, when we'd go out until 2, 3 in the morning,
You'd still be drunk.
go home and sleep for 2 hours. Yeah, you're still drunk.
You're more drunk, actually.
Yeah, I got a DWI on the way to freaking work.
Well, yeah, why
It
is
keeps going for a little bit.
Yeah, it keeps rising.
I think it's a couple hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as your body metabolizes the alcohol.
Yep.
That's interesting. How often would you go in drunk, you think?
All the time.
To the Wii show?
Well,
really?
yeah, because I used to do the Molson in Coors Light promos at Woody's.
Yeah.
And so then I'd see there till 3, 4. I'd just go right over to the studio.
Do you miss all those days?
No.
No.
I'm too old for that shit.
What do you mean, though? Do you miss any of that stuff?
No.
No. You never saw yourself doing what you're doing, though.
No.
But you like it?
Sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I could see.
I had a really, really tough day today. Today was
Yeah.
really tough.
Well, you shit your pants.
Well, that even besides shitting my pants, I freaking cut my finger open at a supermarket that I stop into in between
Really?
runs. Yeah.
How?
You know,
Well, that's not even a Band-Aid.
You're
That's duct tape.
that's what they gave me there.
Who gave it to you?
Wyman's gave me this.
Wait, that's duct tape. Is that not duct
It's
tape?
not duct tape. It's a Band-Aid.
It looks like duct tape.
That's a weird look.
So I go to get a donut, right? So
This is why you shit yourself. You got the donut.
I go to get it's the last one there. So I go to get it, and there's the tape thing.
Is this after shitting or?
No, this is before. This is way before
Okay.
shitting. This is way before shitting.
All right.
So when I went to put my hand in it, my finger caught the rough edge of the tape holder,
Okay.
and it started.
Oh,
yeah.
So did you bleed all over donuts and everything?
No,
Oh.
it didn't start bleeding. I saw it. I'm like, ow, and I'm like, all of a sudden I'm at the register. It starts bleeding. So they had to fill out a report and all that good shit.
Did you get a free donut or anything?
No, I'm hoping I get a $25 gift thing for my pain and suffering.
That and a big thing of Charmin for your car.
I don't use Charmin, thank you. I don't use toilet paper anymore, thank you.
What do you mean you don't?
Obviously.
I use the wet wipes.
You don't use the toilet paper first?
You got to use some toilet paper.
You don't.
What do you mean you don't?
You don't have to use toilet
But your
paper.
ass is all wet. You dry
It's not.
And by the way, I hear those things. Even though they say they're flushable, I hear
Definitely not.
No, okay, take it from a guy who.
It's a matter of time before they plug your pipes.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. Oh, it's not my house.
God, you're a fucking gentleman. You know that. You're an absolute gentleman.
I have to use them now because I'm having difficulties. So
Difficulties going to the bathroom. Yeah, medication dries you out, makes it hard.
It's not medication.
All right.
It's not medication. I had a procedure done a couple of years ago.
Oh, I got you. Okay. And so you need them to mop up.
Right.
Yeah. Man, it must be lovely being around you. Mark, it's got to be lovely.
What? I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
As I'm no worse than you.
I don't know. I haven't had those problems. I mean, mine was I did go for a run. I have actually been on a hike and had to go in the woods. And
Right.
there was all of a sudden this couple walking hand in hand down a trail, and I'm off in the woods as the guy sees me, and I'm squatting. I mean, I've had moments.
See?
Yeah, I've had moments, but not where I've actually lost it in pants or anything, or where I'm wearing it around or sitting on something.
I still don't know how it. I still don't know.
No, I understand.
There's no mess anywhere.
No, I got that. Matt had said that there was 2 employees at a restaurant in Greece, but they won't say what restaurant. What do they do?
2 customers.
2 customers.
Yep. They dine and dash basically. They ate and they took off without paying the bill.
Okay. Did somebody chase after them?
The server.
Oh, okay.
did.
The server
Yeah.
tried to chase them down.
And I don't know. I only know what I was reading, but they're not releasing what the restaurant was.
They
So
never
I couldn't even tell you where it is.
They never do. Never
Usually
release.
they do though.
Well,
Usually
when
they'll say.
when they steal from Walmart or they steal from Target or something, they never say where it says a store in Greece.
Oh, I thought they usually do say
No.
like the Hudson Avenue Walmart
Yeah, I
or
thought
the
so,
whatever.
too.
But what do you say to employees? Like if that happened to your restaurant?
I don't make them chase them.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
It's
I
too
think
dangerous.
at Walmart
These
you get
days,
fired if you
should.
chase.
You should.
And there was even a case out in Macedon where an employee jumped on the hood and held onto the windshield wipers. Who the fuck knows? Because everybody wants to be a vigilante hero.
Yeah.
I don't know,
No,
over a box of macaroni that got taken. I mean, they have a loss, they write off a certain level.
Right.
And I get it when it's more of a restaurant, especially, smaller, you're losing a lot, but it's crazy. An employee at Wendy's attacked a customer after an argument in the restaurant's drive-thru earlier this week. Now, this is a little reversed. According to the police, the customer who was attacked told the officers that he got into an argument with an employee, Leon Johnson, and that Johnson walked outside and punched him through the driver's side window. So why would you even wait? Like, I don't know if they didn't have his food ready. Sometimes you have to pull up, but he punched him. The customer then grabbed a hammer and got out of his car. He swung it at Johnson to try to protect his car. Johnson then got in the customer's car and drove off. What is...
I mean, what's he thinking? He's going to get caught.
I don't know. Yes, a short time later, according to Johnson, returned to the restaurant and hit the customer with the car.
Oh, Jesus. Was this around here?
No.
Oh, man.
Knocking the hammer out of his hand, Johnson then got out of the car, picked up the hammer, and began to hit the car's front windshield.
What?
Yeah. The customer suffered a cut lip and, a couple bumps and bruises to his face. When police tried to arrest Johnson, they said he resisted and bit two officers. What is going on in the world? I know that we hear more.
He's on something.
You go on TikTok, you see all these.
Yeah.
You see all these what happens when they go through a drive-through and throwing shit at each other
But here's the thing that I know we hear. Like, there's more information available. Everything's out there. You can see it on X. You can see it on TikTok. You can see, but I feel like there's more of it happening
because I already told you why.
Because people see it.
It's Fox News. It's freaking ESPN. All those shit. It's radio. It's regular old school radio. We'll call it now. It's shit like that. Nothing's real anymore. Everything's fucking fake. So you see and you hear this stuff, and then people start doing it. You should see what a fourth grader knows than what I knew when I was, or you knew, or we knew when we were in fourth grade. It's amazing because it's all there, and they see it everywhere. They see it in the news. They see it online. It's available to you no matter how old you are. Everything's available to you. That's why people are that's why you're seeing all this. It's like,
so it's almost like a tutorial as to how to do it, is what you're saying. Why they don't show the streakers, to not encourage it, but we see the streakers, because we see everything now.
We see everything now.
Yeah,
they didn't show the streakers on TV, but we sure as hell are going to see them, online somewhere.
Yeah,
and that's the point.
But I mean, it just seems like you would still know, like, I shouldn't do that, right? Wouldn't normal people go, I don't?
No, because because nobody is held to responsibility anymore. Nobody's held to it. Nobody is. I mean, I got robbed. He's walking the street still. Yeah. I mean, he didn't get arrested. There's no
accountability.
He didn't get arrested.
He never got arrested.
No, he didn't get arrested.
Really?
No, they knew who it was. They didn't arrest him because it's, they have too much. There's so much other going on. So what? Why wouldn't you go do that to another place? Why wouldn't, what I mean?
Right.
And,
yeah.
And if he did get arrested, it's just an appearance ticket. So it's not, So basically what you're doing is that anybody can do what they want and aren't held accountable to it now. That's basically what you're dealing with. And you're seeing it all over.
You are seeing it. I mean, that's true. You are seeing it all over. Do you have problems with people dine and dash or behavior how many years have you been doing this? Running restaurants? Over 20?
Yeah.
So over the last 20 years, behavior of the customer, worse?
Much worse.
Much worse.
Much worse.
Much worse. Yeah. That's a pretty damning statement.
People treat you like garbage.
Why?
I don't know. Everybody
because
feels
entitled.
Yeah.
What is entitlement?
Is it? It must be. I don't know. I'm asking the question because I'm not out that much. I don't interact with the public like you will on a basis, and when I did, it was always through a radio station or even the podcast, and most people are nice or fans or like, you know what I mean, or if they don't, they just kind of ignore you. But I've never had a job where I've potentially getting screamed at by somebody.
Yeah, and sometimes you don't have to do anything wrong. They're having a bad day and they take it out on that server. And it's terrible to see. Terrible. We had a guy a couple months ago, and he's a real asshole. It's always been a problem. So he says to the hostess, she sits him down. He goes, I don't want the fat server over there. I want the skinny girl. I threw him out.
Wow.
Not going to disrespect the server like that. That's just wrong.
No.
But it was not his first time of crossing the line of things he said, but that was
So
was
when you step in like that and you've got to ask the guy to leave, I mean, that could blow up your face, right?
Sure. People on online reviews. The online reviews are the worst.
Okay, online reviews. I'm not even thinking that. I'm thinking like it could get physical with that guy.
Yeah.
I mean, potentially.
It usually doesn't, but
yeah. Well, most people aren't. I hope wouldn't. But the online reviews.
No, they're the worst.
It's just a way for people to vent.
You're sitting at a table. You have a server. You have a manager there. You have other people there. Say something while you're there.
Yeah,
just
but
say.
You don't. Because
Let us make
afraid.
a chance. Let's get it right. If we made a mistake, we're all human. We make mistakes. We don't want you to come in and be unhappy. You're in there spending your paycheck, your money. You're deciding where to go. We want you to be very happy. Just say something while you're there so we can fix it.
I think most people don't think the way you. How do I say that? Where a restaurant isn't thinking what you just said,
and
they don't appreciate that I'm spending my money here. They don't appreciate, but they do.
That's how I was trained.
But they do.
That's how he trained. That's how Matt trained me. Because I had the first thing I took care of this one couple one night, this family one night, and they were all thankful, but the woman was just a bitch, right? So everything was taken care of and perfect. She still goes on and does a fucking review.
A review.
So I emailed her.
Yeah.
I went and I said, no, she didn't. Of course, she didn't answer me back.
Oh.
I just said to her, I go, why would you write a negative email when I did everything I could do to make you happy?
Yeah.
I go, it doesn't make any sense to me. I go, did the husband and your two boys know you did that? Because they were fine.
Do you think that the negative stuff, like a negative review, does it impact? Do people pay attention to that enough?
I don't think so.
Sometimes if I read them, I would think, I'm not sure, because let's say it's one bad one among how many good ones.
Yeah, we have over 1,000 reviews, and I think we're well over 900 5-stars on Google. And there's 1-star. We got a 1-star this weekend, and the one lady actually gave us a 1-star 2 weeks ago. And I always say, please feel free to reach out. She actually did.
She did.
And she goes, I didn't want to say anything while I was there. So, we made it right. I sent her a gift certificate, told her, let me know when she's coming in. Yep. And she actually took the review down. She said, I'll put a new review, when we come back. And I appreciate that more than anything. That's the first person in probably, on the online thing has been big for 7-8 years of reviews.
Yeah. Yep.
It's probably the fourth or fifth person has actually said, okay, I'll take them up on it, and reaches out because I want to make it right.
Yeah.
I don't want you to be unhappy. Why do I want you to make it unhappy? Unless you're a complete asshole to my server, I want you to be happy.
Well, I mean, we have to respect needs to be a two-way street. But you're right. You do appreciate them coming in, and that's how you make your living. And people who work in the hospitality business, most of them that are successful will tell you they like making people happy.
Yeah.
That's why they do it. Old guy we worked with, Charlie Fitzsimmons, sat where you sat.
Yeah.
Told me I like making people happy.
Of course, he's doing it.
Yeah, right. But Matt,
he's definitely doing it.
Matt said the same thing. I like making people happy. Mark, I'll shit my pants and make you happy. I don't know.
Right.
No, I'm kidding. I'm teasing you. But I think that's something that most people don't think of when they go to the restaurant. They almost think like everything feels like it's us against them, me against the world kind of attitude.
And I can understand that some corporation play, some corporate restaurants you probably feel that way.
Yeah.
But when you're into a local mom and pop,
yes,
woman-owned business, whatever it is,
yeah,
those people care about you. They don't. You're just not a number to them.
No,
they want you to be happy,
and they're part of the community.
Right,
you're going to see them out. Right.
We sponsor. God, we probably spent $30,000 last year in sponsorships for schools and stuff like
Hockey
that. I mean,
teams,
we go above and beyond. We go way too far. The accountant's like, "What are you doing?" I just don't know how to say no. Is the problem. But we did the Grease play. We just we were one of the major sponsors for that, and that's great. You hope you get a little kickback for something like that.
But it makes a better community.
It does. Yeah.
No, but that makes a better community.
Well, it's
really
good
does.
to go through the pamphlet and even seeing that in there. Yes.
All right, we'll take a moment.
A moment of shitting.
Yes, National Poop Day.
National Poop Day.
Yeah,
yes.
just make sure you don't get it on the outside of your jeans, Mark.
Yeah,
whatever you do.
I'm glad I didn't, because then I would have. That's all I needed to walk in there and have students see me with freaking shit all over.
Oh, God, the nicknames.
Oh, the nicknames are already there already. Imagine there was shit.
All right, we'll take a moment, but first.